Hi, my name is Mary Gwen, and I'm a licensed certified speech-language pathologist. I do work for Jefferson County Public Schools, but this is not a speech therapy session, nor is it considered telehealth. This is not a part of any JCPS non-traditional instruction. I'm doing this as a fun community support activity and just wanted to spend a few minutes sharing a book with you. The book we're going to read today is called The Littlest Easter Bunny. It's written by Brandi, Dougherty, and illustrated by Pogue. Before we get started, I want to take in the cover and look at the green grass. There's pretty flowers popping through. There's green leaves filling the trees. There's flowers, bugs. So what season do we think this book took place in? We'll read on and figure out what season it's in. And one more thing, before we do get started, I wanted to note that there's a good amount of speech sounds, really in any book, but this book has a ton of L words, like little, and there's a lot of good S blends that we'll see within the book. As we read through each page, I'm going to point to the words. And so if you want to practice saying those words aloud with me while I point, just to get some good repetition of those. Like I said, with L, there's little repeated a lot throughout the book, so that's a good way to practice that L sound. And then some of the S blends, there's a ton in this book, but just a few before we get started. There's special, sweet, spring, smile, spots. There's lots of them. So I'll point as we go, but just wanted to point those out before we get started. All right. The Littlest Easter Bunny. Penny was a bunny. She lived with her family in a warren in Eastertown. There were many bunnies in Penny's community, but she was the littlest one. So let's look at Penny's family, and we know that she's the littlest one, so which bunny do we think that Penny could be? That's right. Penny is the brown bunny. She is the littlest one in her family. It was springtime, and Penny was excited. This year, she would help the town prepare for Easter. There were so many important jobs to do to get the Easter bunny ready for the holiday. Penny just had to find the right one. So look, she's got all these different jobs on her board. She's got to find a good job. Penny's first stop was the egg painting studio. These animals were artists. They painted all the eggs the Easter bunny hid. Penny's sister Bee showed her how to dip an egg in the dye, but the vats of dye were very big. Oh, Penny. Penny's next stop was her brother's sweet shop. There's another word, sweet. Baxter made the biggest, most delicious marshmallow chicks and chocolate bunnies in the whole town. Baxter showed Penny how to pour the melty chocolate into the molds. Penny, Baxter asked, looking around. Maybe you'll be better helping Momsy, Baxter suggested. Penny hopped to her mother's basket weaving workshop. The Easter bunny needs lots of baskets for his deliveries. Weaving was more complicated than it looked. Penny got dizzy and spun in a circle, then crash. Oh dear, said Penny's mother. Why don't you go see Popsy? Penny's father supervised the crew who filled the Easter baskets with treats. Add the grass, then the chocolate bunnies, then the eggs with special surprises inside, Popsy instructed. Here's another good word, special. The other animals worked so fast, Penny's tiny paws couldn't keep up. Popsy peered into Penny's almost empty basket. Maybe next year, sweet girl, he said gently. Let's practice that word, sweet. Penny hopped outside, but it wasn't a happy, snappy, springtime hop. It was a sad, pouty, cloudy day hop. There had to be one special Easter job she could do even if she was little. There's our L word right there, little and special and springtime. We got lots of words on this page. Just then, Penny heard a noise coming from an azalea bush. she peeked inside to find Peck the chick. And he was little, just like Penny. Oh, poor Peck looked so sad. Peck was pouty sad too. All the other chicks have found their special Easter jobs, he explained, except for me. Penny did not like to see someone sad. She thought about how to make Peck happy. Then she got an idea big enough for both of them. With a little help from Penny's family, Penny and Peck started making their own Easter baskets filled with treats. And the baskets were little just like them. Let's practice saying that again. Little just like them. Wow. Easter Day was almost here. The whole town was bustling about, helping prepare the Easter bunny for the big morning. Suddenly, Bee and Baxter hopped past. The bunny's egg hiders caught spring fever. They can't go with him. Oh no, look at their faces. They look so upset and worried. Oh no. Penny and Peck looked at each other. We can do it, Penny cried. You're too little, Baxter said. The Easter bunny needs little helpers, Penny argued. We can find the best hiding spots. Penny and Peck sprang into action. They took their mini baskets to the Easter bunny's office. They told him all the reasons why they were the perfect egg hiders and showed him the tiny treasures they'd made for the kids who were little, just like them. The Easter bunny listened quietly. Finally, he cleared his throat and said, I think you might be right. Look how happy they are. Penny and Peck had the best time ever helping the Easter bunny hide all the eggs. They found new and clever hiding spots, and their mini Easter baskets were perfect for the littlest kids to find. They returned to Eastertown with big smiles and even bigger stories to tell. Their families were so proud. It turned out that Penny and Peck were not too little to have important jobs on Easter, but more than that, they were not too little to make a friend. Sometimes the most special things are also the littlest. The end. What a great story. So let's go over a few questions. We'll turn back to the cover. Let's go over a few questions. So we found on the first page, it told us the season that they are in right now. It's Easter. And let's see if we can flip to the page. It even shows the calendar. The month is March. They're getting ready for Easter. So it must be, let's see if we can find on the page, springtime. Very good. Okay, and some other questions. So Penny, first she tried to help her sister paint. Do you remember what her sister and Penny, they were painting at the beginning? They were painting Easter eggs. Penny then later went to help her dad fill some baskets. Do you remember what did Penny's father put into all of the Easter baskets? There was lots of different things. He put in grass, chocolate bunnies, eggs, and special surprises. Penny later is feeling sad, and she also finds a friend who's feeling sad. Who did Penny find in the bushes? Penny found Peck the chick. And Peck and Penny were feeling really sad. Do you remember why were Penny and Peck sad? They were sad because they were not able to find any special jobs to help out with Easter. But at the end, Penny and Peck come up with a great new job. What job did Penny and Peck have? They helped the Easter bunny hide all of the eggs. And it was great because they were able to find new spots that other people weren't able to find because they were so little. They were able to crawl in tiny spaces and find all these great new hiding spots. All right, so that is it for the Littlest Easter Bunny story. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you all enjoyed reading this story with me. Please keep checking back or subscribe to our channel because some of my other speech friends will be posting other stories on there as well. Thanks.